I'm going to see if I can sit up here today and talk about colors. May be successful at this and I may not. Let me grab the other color out. Now the main thing is when you're doing colors is to be careful not to cross-contaminate. So I've got a stir stick for each color and we're just going to talk about the primaries right now, which is red, blue, and yellow. And from red, blue, and yellow, you can make any color that you want. Now, you can also add white and black to those shades to take them to any shade you desire. So if you want a pastel, you just add a little bit of white to it. If you want to make a shade that's actually black is just a mix of red, yellow, and blue, you can make black from red, yellow, and blue. It just depends on whether it's going to come up. If you've got a good enough color vision that you can see things. If you were to go grab 3 different black shirts that you have in the closet, and you can put those together and you'll notice one is a little more yellow, one may be a little more green, one may be even a red if you look at them. And in textiles, no 2 colors are going to come up the same. So there's a little spot in the bottom of this cup right now of yellow. I'm going to put an equal spot of blue. Can you see how small that is? I mean, it's not even a true drop. There we go. I'm going to leave these stir sticks in the cups. Now, this one's going to be the stick for mixing this. So if I go here and I go green, turn it where you can see it. Let's put a little flash activation on this. There we go, a little flash activation. You see we're getting a little green down on the bottom of the cup. Now you can add blue to that and that'll make it turquoise. And it's kind of funny that you can't sneak up on turquoise with yellow and blue by adding a lot of extra blue. You've actually got to make the green and then you'll come into it. So once you get successful at green, now that'll go into a lot of where'd it go? I lost the camera. There it is. I'm sitting here doing this off camera. That'll go into a lot of blue and give you a turquoise. Why it works, don't know. What I'm going for is a light, very light, off-white. I want to get kind of a sand color, but not really that sandy. And what's going to be crazy is the way you sneak up on it is you're going you just keep mixing them up and what you'll get is a little bit of off. And now I add a little black to that and it's a smidgen of black to that and it'll make it all look brown, and then that brown gets lightened up with white. A little bit of styrene. center. Gotta be careful. You're going for what is an appearance on this. You're not really going for a measured amount. You just want to thin it down. Like I said, I'm working in the shop. It's 55 in here. I was looking over you at the thermometer on the wall. So it's 55 in here. I'll get this all done first and then turn on the heat. But I'm getting ready to stop talking because I'm going back under mask, because I promise you this is deadly and you don't need to be breathing it.
To seal a mask, put your hand on the exhaust. It should go out around your head. You should suck the mask in. If you don't suck it in, if it will not suck in, you need to pull the straps, make them tighter. Without a proper seal, you may as well not be wearing a mask. Let's see what I'm even aimed at. Luke, I am your father. Couldn't get it through it. That was a lot of wax, but it won't matter. It kind of came out a little faster than I wanted it to.
at this point to the 600 and I believe it was 70. Can't remember what it was when I started. Having to do a voiceover here just to fill you in. I actually missed the part where I mixed the orange. I thought I had it recording. It didn't. Yellow, red made the orange. That goes into the green. Then that made it brown. And then I added the black. So I've got my color right. That's what I was showing you in the mix cup. So I'm adding just a little more styrene there. And I added wax to it. The wax is going to make it harden off. And then I will add to this total of 700 milliliters, I will add 7 cc's of MEKP to set it off and harden it. And then it'll be ready for its final sanding and ready to use.
I'm gonna walk over and look at it next to the boat, make sure it hasn't lightened up. Because that's one thing about it. It's almost impossible to lighten your shade. You can make it darker, but once you've made it darker, you can't go backwards. It doesn't work out in a mix this small. It's like maybe contamination or something instead of color. Okay, I'm ready to roll it on. This is my way of cheating. I've already got several coats on this. You can just still see through them. Before I paint this, I come over here and lean over. I've got a piece in here that I've patched. I'm going to roll it for a little more like it's my painter's pan. Roll another thin layer on top of that. And then I don't want to reach back over that, or I'll have it in my armpits. So I'm just going to go up through here where the repair was made. And I'm going to get 2 coats of this on to cover up all the repair spots. It won't be a perfect blend. It's not going to be buffed. It's not going to be polished. It's just going to have the metal put back on it. We'll be ready to put back in the water. I hope you and yours are having a very Merry Christmas. Ask if you can help in any way with the relief in western North Carolina that you do so. Santa Claus needs some helpers. Now, I'm putting more up here on the deck because, like I said, I'm using this as my roller pan. I'll load my roller up. It does 2 things. Gonna get a nice thick coat up there. Then I'm just gonna come and work my way down. This is where the boats all bang each other on the side here. Those balls get busted, they get knocked out of the way. Just little things happen. There's some damage to each side of your vessel whenever they're tied up more than one. I encourage you to go to our Lake Norman Community Sailing Center website. If you ever thought about learning to sail, come on over, learn to sail with us. You can take sailing class in these. We've got small Cal 20s, which are keel boats. You can learn to sail a keel boat. Get your 101. Come learn to sail one of these. Become a member. A membership is going to run you less than one boat rental for a day over here. So keep that in mind. I'm only going to about quarter of the way up on this port side. Not damaged any further up than right there. And that just fills in all the little scratches, bumps, and dings. Just a little more out of this. Thin it out. Get my coat back nice and even. Now it'll level a little bit, but not a lot. With the thickness I aimed for. Now what I was aiming for is so that it has just a little bit of on the top. It's going to have a little texture to it on the top. But you can see the shine in this. This is pretty flat. It'll sail. It won't cause any drag. And it hides the big chips and scratches and pits and repairs and makes it look good, better. Okay. And we got one little spot right there that was rubbed on. Now I don't have time to move the camera, so I'm going to go to the other side before my cup cooks off in my hand and get some over there. So that's going to be it for today's video. Like, subscribe, and follow. Have a very Merry Christmas. Still see that black shining through over there. But we got all the dings and dents out of it. You can see the little texture that's on the top, the shine that's on the side. I hope that's enough to keep them happy.